Arsenal could sign the 43-goal striker for just £59 million, as transfer is now deemed inevitable in the latest twist. Meanwhile, Arsenal now targets a free transfer for the star Pep Guardiola, called the best winger in the world. All this and more you can check out now with the top Arsenal news directly from Emirates Stadium, so make sure to like the video and check your subscription so you don't miss any updates. And without further ado, let's get started. Arsenal are already laying the groundwork for a big summer transfer window, with a new striker at the top of their wish list. With Andrea Berta expected to take over as sporting director, his first major task will be securing a top-class number 9 to lead Mikel Arteta's attack. The urgency has only grown with Kai Havertz sidelined for an extended period and Gabriel Jesus recovering from an ACL tear, leaving the Gunners short on firepower for the start of next season. As a result, Arsenal have been linked with several center forwards, including Alexander Isak and Benjamin Sesko. But now, a new twist has emerged regarding one particular target, potentially making him an even more attractive option for the club. Victor Gyokeres will be allowed to leave Sporting for £59 million in the summer. Arsenal have been linked with Victor Gyokeres for a while now, but reports suggest that the Gunners have hesitated to meet Sporting Lisbon's hefty demands for the Swedish striker. Last summer and in January, the Portuguese giants were reportedly asking for a hefty £84 million for Gyokeres, but now, according to Bola, that asking price is set to drop to £59 million this summer. Sporting are finally prepared to part ways with their star player. It's been confirmed that Gyokeres' representatives in Sporting have agreed that if a club is willing to meet this new asking price, the striker's departure will be approved. The Portuguese outlet has even gone so far as to call his exit from Lisbon inevitable, with Gyokeres apparently eyeing a move to the Premier League as his preferred destination. With top clubs across Europe expressing interest, it's clear that Arsenal could now see Gyokeres as a viable option, especially if they want to bolster their attack for the upcoming season. Alexander Isak may still be the dream target for Arsenal, but with Newcastle likely to demand a hefty fee for their star striker, the Gunners are looking at alternatives, and Victor Gyokeres at £59 million is now a very appealing option. Gyokeres has been in sensational form, netting 43 goals across all competitions for Sporting last season, and while there were doubts about whether he could maintain that level, he's proven his consistency by scoring 39 goals in 40 appearances this season. The numbers are now more than enough to suggest that Gyokeres is an elite goal scorer, and while some may question how he'd adapt to the Premier League, his raw potential is undeniable. With Martin Odegaard and Bukayo Saka creating chances for him, the 26-year-old could explode in Arsenal's attack, putting up ridiculous numbers and possibly becoming a key figure in the Gunners' future. Joe Cole and Martin Keown agree on one thing ahead of Arsenal's Champions League tie with Real Madrid. Arsenal eased past PSV Eindhoven in the round of 16 to secure a Champions League quarterfinal tie with Real Madrid. The Gunners beat the Dutch side 9-3 over 2 legs, cruising into the last 8 of Europe's elite competition. Real Madrid overcame Atletico Madrid on penalties to seal their place, setting up a mouth-watering clash between two of the continent's best sides. Arsenal knocked Real out of the Champions League back in 2006 and will hoping to replicate this feat against Carlo Ancelotti's star-studded ensemble in April. Joe Cole and Martin Keown believe Arsenal can beat Real Madrid. Arsenal fans were buzzing when Real Madrid edged past Atletico, setting up a blockbuster showdown with the Spanish giants in the Champions League. A clash against Los Blancos at the Emirates and the Bernabeu? That's the kind of European night every Gooner dreams of, especially in a league season that's starting to lose a bit of spark. With several weeks to prepare, Mikel Arteta and his staff will be deep in planning mode, figuring out how to handle the likes of Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. It's no secret that Real Madrid brings serious firepower, but Arsenal have shown time and time again that they can go toe-to-toe with the best. Speaking on TNT Sports after Madrid's win, Joe Cole acknowledged the challenge, but made it clear that Arsenal have what it takes to cause an upset. Would I back them? I'm not sure. I'd have to see how they approach the game. But listen, this Arsenal team have the quality to beat anyone on any given day. Martin Keown backed that up, emphasizing just how dangerous the Gunners have become on the European stage. I agree with that. Arsenal make a formidable opponent for anyone. With the stakes higher than ever, Arsenal have the perfect opportunity to prove they belong among Europe's elite. Bring it on. How can Arsenal cope with Kylian Mbappe? While Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo are huge threats on the wings, there's no doubt about who Arsenal's biggest headache will be: Kylian Mbappe. The French superstar had a bit of a slow start in Madrid, but he's now firing on all cylinders, racking up an incredible 29 goals across all competitions. If the Gunners can keep him quiet, their chances of knocking out Real Madrid skyrocket. The key, cutting off the space he thrives in. Mbappe is at his most dangerous when he has room to burst in behind defenders, so Gabriel Jesus and William Saliba will have to be razor sharp in their positioning. This could force Arsenal to tweak their usual approach. Instead of pressing high and leaving gaps at the back, Arteta might have to adopt a more compact, disciplined setup, something closer to a low block. We've already seen what happens when Mbappe is given space, as Manchester City found out the hard way. But Atletico Madrid showed the blueprint in their second leg battle. Deny him that room to run and hit Madrid in transition, especially down the flanks. If Arsenal get their tactics right, they have every chance of pulling off something special. Arsenal now want free transfer for Star, who Pep Guardiola called the best winger in the world. Arsenal are heading into a crucial summer transfer window, one that could finally give them the firepower needed to turn all the promise into actual trophies. The hunger for silverware is real, and the right signings could be the missing piece to make that dream a reality. Throughout the season, we've seen glimpses of just how good this team can be. The potential is undeniable, but at times, the final product hasn't matched the quality of play. There have been moments of brilliance, but also frustrating nights where the ball just wouldn't hit the back of the net. One of the biggest headaches for Mikel Arteta is the lack of creativity and cutting edge in the final third. Arsenal's build-up play has been solid, but when teams sit deep and park the bus, breaking them down has been a real struggle. That killer instinct, that one player who can unlock a stubborn defense with a moment of magic, has been missing. While Arteta has tried different solutions within the squad, the reality is that the answer might have to come from outside. The transfer market could be the key to fixing this issue, and if Arsenal play their cards right this summer, they might just have what it takes to go all the way next season. Arsenal want Leroy Sane on free transfer this summer. As we head into the summer transfer window, Arsenal fans have every reason to be excited. The club looks set to make some serious moves, and if all goes to plan, this could be the window that truly elevates the squad to title-winning levels. With Andrea Berta expected to take over as the new sporting director in the coming weeks, the blueprint for Arsenal's summer spending is already taking shape. The focus is clear. A top-class center forward is the #1 priority, but the club also wants to bring in a quality midfielder and a dynamic winger to add more firepower to the attack. That winger could be exactly what Arsenal need to solve their creativity issues, and plenty of names are already being linked. The latest, Leroy Sane. According to Sport Bill's Christian Falk, the Gunners are seriously considering a move for the Bayern Munich star. Sané's pace, dribbling ability, and eye for goal would be a game changer for Arsenal's attack, especially against teams that sit deep. If this interest turns into a real push for his signature, the Emirates could be in for a massive upgrade on the wings. The experienced winger is set to be a free agent in the summer, with Falk claiming that no discussions are underway over a new contract. Mikel Arteta previously worked with Sane in his time as the Manchester City assistant manager, while his friend Pep Guardiola knows plenty about him too. Pep Guardiola called Leroy Sane the best winger in the world. Leroy Sané has been lighting up the Bundesliga with Bayern Munich, but not too long ago, he was dazzling Premier League fans in a Manchester City shirt. Under Pep Guardiola, the German winger developed into one of the most dangerous wide players in the game, earning constant praise from his former boss. Back in 2019, Guardiola made it clear just how highly he rated Sané, especially in his natural position. Playing in the middle, he can do it, but I think he's better out wide. I'm not saying he can't play centrally, but at the moment we have better players to do that job. But Leroy is the best playing in the world out wide. I'd prefer to use him where he is strongest. He's an incredible player. Now, the big question is, could that same Sané come back to the Premier League and thrive at Arsenal? His ability to beat defenders, create chances, and score goals is exactly what the Gunners need to take their attack to the next level. If the club can pull off this move, it could be one of the biggest signings of the summer. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.